Hello and welcome to BYJU'S Exam Prep IAS. Welcome to the big news of the day. The topic for today's big news is the death anniversary of Tatya Tope. In this short and crisp analysis, we will understand his life and his contributions to Indian freedom struggle. So let's begin. See, Tatya Tope is in news because he was executed on 18th April 1859 by the British. In order to understand why he was executed, we have to go back in history. The year was 1857. Indians rose against the Company Raj. As you might be aware that the East India Company had come to do trade in India and settled in coastal areas of India, and eventually they took power from the decaying Mughal Empire. Indians saw this company rule as discriminatory and opposed it in 1857. There were many reasons for this opposition against the company Raj: political reasons, military, social, and religious reasons. The immediate reason was an introduction of an Enfield rifle. A cartridge that was used in this rifle had to be bitten off before loading it. It was believed that the cartridge was greased with either pig fat or cow fat. As both these animals have religious significance for Muslims and Hindus, it hurt their religious sensibilities. That's what provided the trigger for the Indian Revolt of 1857. The soldiers mutinied on 10th May 1857 in Meerut. This mutiny became a full-scale revolt when it was joined by other Indian local leaders, and they marched to Delhi and proclaimed Bahadur Shah Zafar as the legitimate ruler of India. But this revolt was repressed by the British heavily, and many people lost their lives. Keeping in mind this larger context of the Company Raj and the eventual revolt of the Indians against it, we can now understand Tatya Tope's life and his role in this revolt. See, he was born in 1814 in Nasik district of Maharashtra. His original name was Ramachandra Panduranga. He's also called Tantia Tope. Tatya Tope's father, Pandurang Rao, was a noble in the court of Maratha Peshwa Baji Rao II. It's here that he came in touch with Nana Saheb and they became close friends. Now, Nana Saheb was another important leader in the 1857 revolt. He was adopted by the Peshwa ruler who had no children of his own, and as per the British doctrine of lapse, any Indian state which had no legal heir was annexed by the British. Therefore, Nana Saheb was not recognized the legal heir of the Peshwas. And after the Peshwa died, the British stopped giving pension to him and thus refused to accept him as the heir of the Peshwa. This led him to take part in the Indian Revolt of 1857. Tatya Tope joined Nana Saheb, his friend, in this revolt. What did they do to oppose the British? See, they attacked the British entrenchment at Kanpur and captured it. Tatya Tope helped Nana Saheb to capture it as he had remarkable skill in warfare. So he established Nana Saheb's authority there, that is in the Kanpur. But the British soldiers regained the control of Kanpur under General Havelock, and Tatya was forced to leave the city. But Tatya had such perseverance that he regathered forces and challenged the British again. But in this second attempt as well, he was defeated under General Colin Campbell. But Tatya had such perseverance that he again arranged an army and made an attempt to retake the city. But in this second battle at Kanpur, he was again defeated and forced to retreat. He was defeated by General Colin Campbell. So you see, he made two attempts to take the city of Kanpur, but he was forced to leave the city and defeated twice. This defeat did not deter him to stop fighting. In fact, he went to fight for the Rani of Jhansi. See, Rani Laxmibai of Jhansi is another important leader of the Indian revolt of 1857. She is known for her bravery. Rani Laxmibai fought the British because Lord Dalhousie tried to annex Jhansi after its Maharaja died. Why did he try to annex it? Because, as per the doctrine of lapse, the king did not have any natural heir. So Rani was given an annual pension and asked to leave the fort of Jhansi. As the revolt of 1857 broke, Rani joined the rebellion. It's during that time that Tatya Tope joined the rebels in Gwalior after his defeat in Kanpur. Rani Lakshmi Bai, along with Tatya Tope and other rebel soldiers, captured the fort of Gwalior, but eventually she was killed in the fighting at the age of 23. So you see, Tatya Tope is fighting in Kanpur, he is fighting with Rani Lakshmi Bai in Gwalior. Even after these defeats, he does not stop. He uses guerrilla tactics to harass the British and their allies. In fact, he conducted several sudden raids on the British army, and when his army would be defeated, he would slip off to another place and form a new army. You see the resolve of this man, that he would regroup, rearrange, and form new army and attack the British soldiers. Every time he escaped the British arrest, it's believed that the army could not arrest in the 2800 miles marathon. That is in his guerrilla warfare tactics. He passed through several hills, rivers, forests, and mountains, but the British could not arrest him. But eventually he was betrayed by Raja of Narwar, whose name was Man Singh. The Raja betrayed him because he had a troubled relationship with the ruler of Gwalior, and the then British government exploited this trouble. They offered him protection from the Gwalior ruler, and he handed over Tatya Tope to the British forces. Tope was arrested from a forest region at Peron. Eventually, he was tried at a court in Shivpuri and executed on 18th April 1859. Now you see, Tatya Tope was an important guerrilla leader who fought against the British. He had no formal military training, but he was an able fighter. Today, on 18th April, we remember him for his anti-colonial struggle. With this, I would like to end this video. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and share the video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.